Can a mom still chase her dreams? That's the live I just got done doing. I want to do a recap real quick of the things we talked about. I'm going to be looking at my notes. But also, because you're watching this, I'm going to read something to you guys that I didn't do in my live. Boom. I was like, let me do something a little special for the people that are watching this right now. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So you guys, listen. One of the things that the world, I feel, in my personal opinion, has really just taught us about motherhood is that motherhood equals sacrifice, and in the most negative way. That being a mom means that you have to stop everything you love, that you have to sacrifice, that you have to be all about your children, all about, your children, someone else's, whether even if you're caregiving, that's an act of of that energy of motherhood. But whatever it is for you, the world's taught us that look, your life is going to be busy and it's going to be filled up the moment you have a child, and you're not going to be able to do or pursue what you want to do. Now, we all know that's not true because we see it every single day. But for some of us, we've taken it in long enough, and now it's time for us to stop taking that in and to realize, number one, our children are a part of our journey. Number one, they are a dream. There was a dream that you had. For some of you, that's probably what you wanted to do. You wanted to just be a mother. But somewhere along the way, we start being like, oh, that's just it for me. For some people, there are people out there that they desire to do certain things, or even maybe they were doing it and it stopped once they became a mother. So they became resentful. So they started to just learn how to survive. So they started to suppress certain things that they enjoyed and loved to do and different things like that. And so then you felt really disconnected from self. And then that led to a self-discovery journey where you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I love anymore outside of my children, or outside of being a wife, like being married, outside of being a husband, outside of being a father. I don't really know who I am anymore, right? So we go on that journey. So right now, let's just move all that to the side. Let's just get rid of that or alchemize it, and let's reframe our mindsets that being a mother does not mean that you don't get to pursue the things that you love or the things that you enjoy. That does not mean that. That means that your children are a part of your journey. That means that you have a big responsibility. That means that being a mother to me are those souls that came here to do some ancestor work, some lineage work, some different things like that, and that it's meant to be continued. Like, you're passing the torch, so you have children. And they're a part of that soul, your soul's journey, your soul's evolution while you're here. There's something that being a mother there's something about being a mother that's going to show you something. It's going to help your soul in some type of way. So I want those mothers out there that are stressed, exhausted, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like their life just revolves around everything that has to do with everybody else all the time. I need you to take a deep breath with me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And blow it out. I want you to blow out all that. We're going to put that over there. Because this message is all about letting you know that, number one, it's time for you to define your dream. What do you want? Because there's nothing that's getting in your way. There's no marriage, no relationship. There's no children that's getting in your way. The only thing that gets in your way is you. Your own thoughts, your own perception of what being a mother is and what that pertains to, what that looks like. I need you to get lost in your own reality. Get lost in your own reality that you want to create. I don't want you to get lost in somebody else's, what somebody else says that your household should look like, your mothering should look like. So many times we get caught up in comparing, well, you just need to stay at home with your kids and enjoy the time that you have with them. And yes, you should do that. What does that look like for you? It might not look like stopping everything. It might look like stopping everything and just focusing on them. You have to determine that for yourself. Do not be afraid to have a version of yourself where you enjoy certain things. If you want to be an author, do you have to stop being a mother to be an author? No. If you want to be a music artist, do you have to stop doing that to be a mother? No. Are there going to be things, are you going to be, what they say, sacrificing certain time that, and different things like that with your kids? That's with everything. It's not just motherhood. Everything that you desire to do, you're going to have to, there's an exchange of energy. If we stop looking at it as just, I got to sacrifice this, I got to da-da-da-da. I used to say that all the time when I was in survival mode. I got to sacrifice. It's like, no. It's not, me personally, I don't want to use that word. I don't want to use sacrifice. I have to exchange energy here. it feels softer. It doesn't feel so heavy for me. It doesn't feel like I'm going to regret something. It doesn't feel like I'm missing out on anything. It doesn't feel like I'm neglecting anyone. It just makes me feel like, yeah, I need to exchange energy. Everything that I desire to do requires an exchange of energy of some sort. And so what I realized about being a mother myself of 4, I realized that I would get caught up in what it is that I desire or saw myself doing in life, and also being a mother and trying to struggle to do both. But then when I realized that I was struggling because I was trying to juggle like I was in a circus. We talked about that today. I mean, actually sometimes life can seem like a circus, but you weren't hired to be a part of that circus. The only way you're a part of that circus is when you start trying to do all of these things at one time. When you start trying, when you feel this pressure and this overwhelm and all these other things, and you feel like you don't have the help, and you feel all these other things. Like, listen, number one, I want you to take it one step at a time. First, I want you to define what your dream is. Know what it is that you really want. What do you want to do? Because let me tell you that sometimes when you get to that point in life, even if you're one of those moms that you're like, I just want to focus on my kids. That's it. Until they get out of the house. That's wonderful. If that's you, that's amazing. And that's a beautiful thing. It's not everybody. So I'm speaking to all different people right now. Once they leave the house, do you know what you want to do? Do you really know? While they're in, do you know? And if you're like me, where you do know, but it just seems like it's been hard, I started to reframe my mindset. Nope, it's not hard. It's easy. It's working for me. There are certain things that our children actually help us in. They help us to evolve. They help us to grow, right? And there are things and lessons that we learn through motherhood that actually services our purpose, that actually services many purposes in our life. We are the creator of what our life should look like. Create the life you desire. Will there be exchanges of energy along the way? Maybe sometimes you're going to have to do this over here and you might miss this or whatever. Depending on what your life is like, yes, that happens. But you got to start training your mind to say it's okay. For me as a mom, being a stay-at-home mom, a homeschooling mom, and everything like that, I was like, oh my freaking gosh, how am I able? I don't see where I have the time. I don't see where I can even focus on being an author, focus on doing this, focus on doing that. But let me just show you something. Let me see if I can turn it. I was like, I don't even know if I can focus on doing all these other things, but I did it. Even though it was a struggle at the time, I had to do those things and learn that I was creating the struggle. And what did I do to stop it, you guys? I started putting time frames on things. I started saying, you know what? My kids really just want time with me. I want time with them. I don't want to feel like I'm being this motivational speaker for the world and teaching different people things, being this coach, being this mentor, being this, all the things. I don't want to feel like I'm doing all of those things and I'm not doing that for them. I told myself at one point in my life that I was going to stop everything I was doing, everything, because I didn't want my kids to feel like I was giving more to the world than I was giving to them. I literally had to create a system for myself, create a new reality, a new mindset shift for myself that will work for me and that will work for my family, because I didn't want to feel like I was that person that could not do certain things in life because I was married, because I had children. Because, of course, you would scroll past different people that be like, well, I don't have children, I'm not married, so I'm able to da-da-da-da. And it's like, well, that's great. But look, I have a mission. I have a purpose, and that involves my children. My dream is a part of my children. My mission is a part. They are a part of that mission. They're not separate. But are there other things that I want to do? Yes. Am I going to wait forever to do them? No. But what I did start doing is I started to create time frames for things. I would wake up earlier, I would go to bed later, or I would do it when they were doing quiet time. I had to start creating it and stop getting in my own way, comparing myself to how other people did it. So you guys, I'm out of time right now. I might do a part 2. So if y'all want to listen to something I wrote today that I channeled and everything, I believe that it might be for you. So stick around for part 2.